Welcome back to How to Grow Your Cleaning Business with me, a guy on the internet talking to you through your screen. How are you doing? Just quickly, if you are the one subscriber to this channel, you're an actual legend, and I just want you to know you are statistically more likely to be successful than other people because you are what is known as an early adopter, and they are statistically more likely to succeed because you try things that other people aren't willing to give a go. Like this channel, for example, 0 subscribers, and you're like, I'm gonna subscribe. So you're a legend. Just want you to know that. If you are watching this video and you are not subscribed, you too can become a legend by just simply hitting that subscribe button. Anyway, enough chat about subscribing. Subscribe. I want to talk to you about websites, and more specifically, I want to talk to you about what platforms I recommend you should build your website on if you are running a cleaning business, from someone who has been running a cleaning business for years now, since 2016, 2017, and someone who has also been running a digital agency since 2016. Yes, so I have experiences in both of those areas, and they combine perfectly, and hence why we are here talking about how to grow your cleaning business, and specifically a website, a cleaning business website. So I'm not going to sit here and say you need to use this platform, don't use that platform's bad, this one is the only one you should be using, only this one, because somehow maybe I get money from that platform. I'm not going to sit here and do that to you, okay? I'm just going to give you honest opinions and honest kind of experiences that I have had with certain platforms, okay? And in fact, I'm not going to say you shouldn't use any. I think if you already have a website with a specific platform, you don't have to switch just based on some guy on the internet saying this is the platform I use. But anyway, enough waffle. I'm just going to tell you straight. We use WordPress, and there are multiple reasons why we use WordPress, and there are multiple reasons why I recommend you use WordPress if you haven't yet built your website. If you're starting from scratch, or you're very early on and you've been thinking, I need something a little bit better than what I'm using, or has more options than what I'm currently using. So WordPress, I don't know the exact statistics, but it's something stupid like 70% of all websites on the internet are WordPress. Look that up, fact check it. It's not going to be 70%, but it's something huge. I'm not sure exactly what the statistic is. WordPress is tried and tested, and there's a reason it's so popular, and it's because it's very, very easy to use. Not as easy to use as some platforms, but it's still very easy to use, and what you can do with it is basically limitless. There is such a huge ecosystem of plugins where people have built little add-ons which are called plugins, where you can just plug it straight into your website for added functionality and added functionality. There's such a huge ecosystem for that alone is enough reason to use it. So you can basically achieve anything you want. And when it comes to creating what is going to be a marketing website, so that's going to be what you're building, is a marketing website. You're going to be building a website that you want to attract traffic to, and then that traffic you want to convert into inquiries. That is going to be simply the goal of your website. It doesn't need to have fancy stuff on it. You just need to tick those 2 boxes. That is the purpose of your website, okay? So why is WordPress so good? Firstly, the ecosystem. Secondly, it is easy to use. People are going to try and tell you that it's difficult to use, and there's probably a reason that they're going to be saying that to you, and it could be because they're pushing you towards a different platform and they potentially get commission off that platform. And that brings me nicely to the third point. WordPress is completely free to use. Don't get me wrong, there are paid plugins that you can purchase, but there isn't a need to. You don't have to, and there's plenty of free plugins and free themes out there. So as standard, WordPress completely free. So that's another good reason. Now, if you're using one of the more famous mainstream website builders that you maybe have seen advertised on the television, they are going to charge you to use them, and you're going to probably be on a monthly or yearly subscription for those, and you're basically going to be quite tied in with them. So it's going to be probably quite difficult to transfer a website. Well, it'll be very difficult. You're not going to be able to build a website on one of those platforms and then move it over to WordPress. It's not going to be a case of that. You would have to basically recreate it on WordPress if that's what you chose to do. So you're going to be tied in to a monthly or yearly subscription if you're using those services. Nothing wrong with that if that's what the route you want to go down, by the way. Nothing wrong with that. But WordPress does have every tool you could ever want, and I would strongly urge you to choose WordPress if you're starting from scratch. Like I said, if you've already got an existing website, don't worry. Like, it's okay. Like, you can still use it, but I think you have a lot more flexibility with WordPress. And with WordPress, you have the freedom to host it wherever you want. Now, this isn't really a huge advantage, but you will see if you sign up to a hosting provider, there are like millions of them out there, they're pretty much all gonna have like a quick installation for WordPress, which kind of tells you just how popular popular how popular it is. So that's kind of a good sign. If it's powering a huge portion of the internet, then you know it is going to be pretty solid and a good choice. We use WordPress for virtually all of our websites. There are some cases where I have built custom applications. Shut up! They are noisy birds. There are cases where I have created custom applications and I use other other frameworks and things like that. But generally, for marketing websites, I use WordPress, and I have no problems with it, and I don't think you can really go wrong. As I said, there is a slightly steeper learning curve than some of the drag and drop editors, but WordPress does have drag and drop functionality. I personally hate that, but that's because I come from a coding background, and I would hate that sort of thing, and I don't like using it. But you can use the classic editor if you wish. There's a plugin for that. There's a plugin for everything. So that is my little insight into WordPress, and that is my recommendation on the platform you should go with if you're creating a website for your cleaning business. You can't go wrong with WordPress, and there's so many guides on the internet on how to use WordPress, how to make the most of it. If you have any sort of question, you'll be able to Google it. Whereas some of these other platforms, not going to be quite as much information out there, and not quite as big, well, nowhere near as big an ecosystem of plugins and extra tools to help you. So hopefully that has been useful for you. If you have found this useful, I want you to do me a quick favor. I want you to leave a comment down below with some questions that you may have. Any questions related to websites or cleaning businesses or whatever, anything you might have. Other questions, I'm open. Just leave me a question and I will be happy to get back to you in the comments and answer those questions. Also, if you could like the video. They are noisy. Are you finished? If you could like the video, subscribe to the channel, be a legend like the one subscriber. We've got one subscriber. Make me look stupid, and there's going to be like 100 subscribers, and then you can just go, what are you on about, one subscriber? There's 100 subscribers. Okay, do that, because that's fun. That's very fun. Like the video, subscribe to the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you very soon for more information on how to grow your cleaning business. Thanks for watching the end.